you got a nigga calling you that shit. I'd swing.
And he got them cornrows too.
Yeah.
I was like, man, nigga.
You look like baby boy.
They're sweet out here, bro.
Wagwan.
He's a troll. He's like those people on COD who are just too good. You can't beat them, and they're just fucking you up.
Yeah.
You can't let them get to you though. See, he's at flashbacks right now.
They get to you and they start calling you names, and they're like, "Oh shit, you try." Okay, I'm nigga. Try.
I'm trying to get this goddamn intro.
Shit. You need to do the normal clap.
You see me right here.
He did it over there.
Clap
He did it over there.
I didn't hear that.
With more gusto than I've ever clapped in my life.
More
Most
gusto. We're using big words, eh? Gusto,
That's the one I
eh?
did.
He starts smiling.
That's the meme.
That's all I wanted. I wanted to get
Gusto.
a smile. Is it?
Where did that go?
That's a meme?
What
Mi
meme?
gusto.
Nigga, fuck that meme. That shit was stupid as fuck.
It was
All
stupid,
that memes.
but it just
I'm not talking about
disappeared.
memes right now. Welcome to Self-Care Sunday,
Why are we
ladies and
talking
That'll be
gentlemen.
the new
memes?
coin, bro.
No.
Can we do it?
What's your favorite meme? Mine's the Harambe Heaven meme. Always. That meme forever will continue to get funnier. Because you keep adding people in the background. That shit, right? Am I wrong? I feel like that is the funniest meme of all time, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish y'all paid attention to Jay's face that entire fucking time. Yo, my nigga.
It's like the sound effects don't even matter anymore.
Now we starting this how we want to start this, bro.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Self-Care Sunday. Apparently, this is the podcast because nobody here has any respect for the goddamn structure.
I ain't say nothing.
Right now, bro.
This is meme time.
Yo, it's fired on this shit, bro. Yo, done.
Hold on. Rory, you know you're breaking your contract obligations. So guess what? You're fired.
I told you no meme.
And Mo,
shit.
man, the nerve that you think you can tell me that I can't say that?
You gotta push that mic back.
That I can't say that? You gonna tell me that I can't say that? Bro, you're fired too.
That's so crazy because like he was also being like, yo, bringing this negative edge. Joe, like,
Okay, hold on. Let's relax. Can we just relax for a second and actually do a podcast where we actually fucking open and talk about some shit instead of just randomly jumping from section to section? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Self-Care Sunday. My name is Jalen January. I'm here with my oafs. This is my nigga. This nigga over here.
What's an
that
oaf?
nigga over there. You
Oafs,
big
idiots.
fat oaf.
Idiots.
Hagrid, you're pushing me over the fucking line.
Is that really from that? Wow.
You know what that was? You know what that is?
That's
I'm just Harry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Kind of sounds like fat bastard for a second.
Yeah. I was hitting the fat bastard. Anyways, nigga.
So you get distracted, bro. You should just open what we had.
I'm sweating.
How long do we have to say hello to them for?
I'm sweating. I'm just trying to say hello.
You're turning into Joe, bro.
I'm trying to say welcome to the show. This week we have a wonderful show for you guys. All right. And I would just
For the fourth time.
testing 1 2 3. I could really be Joe in this bitch. Just get in there with the vein popping out my forehead.
Pump it up.
If
I'm talking like Vince McMahon.
You gotta
nigga
jump
turns
over the
so
table.
red,
No, now
dude.
you just gotta jump over the table too.
I am sweating.
See,
I am sweating profusely. All right, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, for the 8th time. We're here. We're back. We're not relocated. We're back located to the
Back-located.
motherfucking
I like that.
Regular
studio,
location.
to the regular location. You know what I'm saying? My name is Pimp Smooth L, and I gotta tell y'all right now that Joe Budden is tripping, bro.
That's really how we gonna intro that? Even Malcolm's like, really, nigga? Hold on,
No.
hit the button. Really, nigga?
Don't hit the button.
Yeah.
Nah, you fucked
wrong.
it up. So that's what it is. Ain't nobody getting this shit going
Yeah, I
today.
I told you. Switch with it.
Which one is
Did
it?
you?
Bro, we need you to. We gonna have to.
We gonna
switch
have-
seats at the break.
So, as you've all seen, nobody knows what the fuck's going on here. And we are unorganized people. I threw my lighter, and I'm sad. I need it. But guess what?
Shit, that one's gone.
We are here. The world is still spinning. There's still things going on that we were gonna discuss and talk about. But y'all was crazy with it. That was overwhelming. That was
People
was overwhelming.
People
right now.
like the fire intros.
Yeah,
You're talking about. You just saw one internet today. Hey guys.
Yeah.
No, bro.
I briefly skimmed over it while I'm getting ready and know half the information and think I'm qualified to talk about it.
On what?
On most things. I think that's everything.
All things that Dylan talks about has never been looked in with depth.
We never look into anything with depth.
Because we never go into conspiracies.
I love conspiracies, bro. I don't know why we don't.
Because conspiracies are all
a conspiracy podcast. Because if we were,
this is why we don't get into conspiracies right here. 2 reasons, 1 and 2.
These 2 I see. Damn, bro, it's a damn shame.
That's why I was excited.
All right,
like you 2 could do a conspiracy podcast.
Yeah, why don't you 2 start your own fucking podcast?
I can see. I'd watch it, but I don't do conspiracies really and truly. I'm not a conspiracy.
I told Jalen that for one episode I was gonna get a list of conspiracies and just go through them and see everybody's thoughts on them.
We need to.
We can do it. We can do it
just for a second.
The one we disagree on.
I'd be down.
He's not sure.
Jay's face is one of my favorite things to look at, especially when certain things. As soon as we start saying certain things,
I was good.
What do you mean, bro?
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you mean?
That's right. Don't just come for the king.
I'm gonna have to put out another clip. You got people coming on this podcast just praising you.
Who, Jay?
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you my nigga, bro.
You my nigga, Sean.
Malcolm is always with bright shirts.
What's up with that? Man,
this intro's killing
actually.
me, bro.
I don't even know why I'm mad. I don't even know why I'm mad.
Yeah, I don't know why you're mad.
I'm not mad.
This is the most energetic we've had
ever
introing into the show.
I'm just under.
You're not
it's throwing me off.
Yeah,
it's the Doge. It's making him anxious.
To the moon.
Because you gotta watch it. You probably got like a little. You need one of those little stock things in the phone, like a little widget, so you can watch it go up. It's like up and down.
Would you like to tell the people how many Doge you now own?
Well, as you can see, I'm living large over here. We got a cat on my shirt, bro. Hold up.
That ain't no Doge.
That's 40 Doge. Yeah, I know some of y'all out there. Some of y'all out there ain't even got half a Doge. But let me tell you something. It's possible, bro. It's only like 70 cents. So go buy yourself some Doge. Push it to $1. We got some money.
How'd you get that in Canada? Where'd you buy it from?
You know where I bought it from. Why are you asking me like you don't know where I bought it from?
It's for the fans, bro. For the people watching.
Oh, nigga, y'all don't worry about it, fuckers. Go get your own fucking broker. Figure this shit out yourself, or do the research like my man here did, who came to me with all the apps I already have on my phone. he's like, oh, I did some research. Comes to me with every app I have on my phone.
I'm dead. Real nigga.
Yeah, it's because I don't have.
Looking into it, you know. He's
an older brother who gives me the tidbits.
I am the older brother.
He is. He shows me that, I'm like, ooh. And then I spend 3 hours looking up apps like ShakePay.
Yeah.
ShakePay, some good shit. Anyways, that's not even what I wanted to talk about. He already started with the Joe. You're jumping over here with the Bitcoin Doge. Doge is to the moon. It's not. It's falling. It could be to the moon. Okay?
It could be.
On and off.
SpaceX is still taking it. So.
This feels... I'm sorry. I feel so... This is going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful when I watch it back. But right now, I am going to explode.
Did you smoke before?
No.
That's why.
That's why.
You fucked up, bro.
Okay.
We should have taken 15 minutes for you to smoke. Smoke break.
Smoke break before you even start the shift.
Before
you even start the shift. Imagine.
Smoke break.
He's smiling. He's laughing.
I do not smoke break. There's motherfuckers out there that be working. Oh yeah, I gotta go take a smoke break. Fuck you, you fucking loser. You gonna go scarf on some ciggies, eh? You fucking ciggy butt brain out there. Fucking just scarfing ciggies.
I don't take smoke breaks, but that's a free break.
That's fucking what? 15 minutes?
Why can't I take a 15-minute break for something?
And they can take as many as they want.
That's what I'm saying.
I should be able to go.
All these smokers are going out there past me. Dylan. Again, I'm like, I've been working here this whole time. Taking a 15-minute break. So
I got you in that.
Okay, the fake cigarettes.
You know what?
Fake cigarettes. You need the one hitter out there.
No, you need the Popeyes candy cigarettes.
That's
what you need.
Yeah.
Where did those go? Whatever happened to those, bro?
They still sell them.
Where? I remember.
I feel like those.
That was a Halloween.
That
was a Halloween thing. And then when you get them on Halloween,
banned and came back.
Can we keep it on one consistent thing?
What are we
talking about? The ban?
Yeah.
They got banned in the States because kids obviously like it was enticing children to smoke. And then they brought it back, but they're branded as candy sticks now, so they're just all white.
Nah, fuck that shit, bro. That look like joints. That was the joke back. That was the joke back then. Like I got the joints. These ain't even cigarettes, dog. I got the joints. I'd light the end and I'd make it black.
Right raw on the side.
Right raw.
That's like the. Did you ever watch The Simpsons when they had when they got the candy cigarettes? They hit the vending machine.
Oh yeah,
they roll it out, and they're like,
Yep.
the fucking bully's just like smoking. Nelson, yeah, he's smoking it. I can quit anytime I want.
Shut up, Nelson.
All right.
Character was hilarious. Shit, I got water.
How are y'all doing? Sean, how you doing?
He needs water.
Waterless?
I need water, but I'm surviving, you know?
Need
Today was a
water,
relaxed
but
day.
you're surviving.
Yeah,
You
today was a
relaxed?
relaxed
You didn't
day.
work today?
Nah, no work, just game, stream for a little bit. You know,
Stream
on my
out
little
there.
dolos today.
The Legacy.
Yes, sir. Follow me on
10.
Twitch. Shameless plug.
The Legacy 10.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I'm absolutely wonderful.
That's it?
That's it. What did you get up to today? Get some verses in.
Not at all. Hell no. I ain't working. I'm writing I'm always writing verses right here, bruh.
That's freestyles.
That's freestyles.
Word.
Either way. No, I hung out with my girlfriend. We had a lovely dinner. And yeah. That's about it.
That's nice.
And I had dessert.
That's good.
And that's about it.
Bro, I love how the energy just went from like 10 and just dropped.
Thank you. Now we can finally get to this. Malcolm,
So
how was your week?
Why you got so many different color shirts?
it was good.
And do you think that's also orange?
No, this is.
What's your favorite color?
This is cheddar
Okay,
yellow.
stop.
This is-
Don't
I was
listen
gonna
to
say,
that.
I was gonna say burnt
cheddar
yellow.
Came in a
yellow.
bright pink shirt one time.
Yeah,
Word.
I got the. Yeah, that's one of my favorite shirts actually. Yeah, no, it was good. I just picked up. I got some of my dye stuff, so I'm probably gonna do that a little bit later this week. Start doing some little sample joints for it, and then yeah, it's
Shirts?
pretty good. Yeah,
Sample joints? I'll sample joints anytime.
Yeah, sounds like some weed lingo.
That does sound like some weird like sample joints.
Alright,
Got my
You can
dyes.
make money out of it, sampling your joints to people. That shit was, anyways.
Dylan, your week? Sum it up here.
Yeah. Same old.
Same old.
Busy. Going in tomorrow for 8 a.m.
Same old, yet you're still talking like it's different.
Same shit, just
What?
a different day.
You're going in tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's not the same old.
You working on Saturday?
Yeah, sure. Worked on a Sunday last week.
Word.
Wow.
Mother's Day. But I milked that shit. I milked that. My mom was out of town, so she wasn't even in town. I'm going into work like, oh man, better be getting paid time and a half for this.
My mom was up my
My mom was
ass.
pissed this morning.
Aren't you on salary?
Yeah.
Aren't you on salary? Yeah.
Overtime, I still get.
Oh, you still get overtime?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's clutch.
that's good.
That's really clutch.
All right, now
Yeah.
can we get to some important matters? Now
Can we go back to the Joe
now that we've
Budden?
How are
gotten
you
all
doing?
of this bullshit, huh?
He answered already.
I think I answered.
Oh, I thought that
I'm
was an
absolutely
important matter.
fantastic. Do I not look fantastic?
Yeah, I thought that was an important matter.
Mr. Fantastic.
Do I look fantastic?
A little stressed.
Do I look stressed?
Just a little bit.
You're his favorite face to look at, bro.
Nah, bro.
Jalen is always-
No, I'm not, let's,
Hold on.
I'll let
Before
y'all.
Jordan,
I'll
before
let.
he
No,
gets
I'm not gonna
into
say shit. I'm gonna let y'all say it because I know you know. You've seen me at my worst. You see me at my best. This man.
Jalen has this undertone of always being stressed. There's always a little bit of stress. I don't think I've ever seen him like fully. There's been a few moments I've seen him fully relaxed. You know, when he came in, I could probably name the handful of times. I remember there's the one time he came in, was shy, and he was trying to buy the belt. I was like, this was like, oh, he looks relaxed. I was like, he's looking okay.
I was definitely relaxed. I remember that day because I'm like, when you go back to your old workplace and you feel like you might have gone a little further than that, than you were, and you're like, okay, man. You look back at it. You got the new girl. The girl's nice.
Walking in, you
Things.
know people,
I got money.
saying what's up.
People know me. They're like, oh, da da. I'm like, okay. You feel yourself. That doesn't happen often, bro.
I
So
feel
you know, that was a good moment. That was the only time, probably. Yeah. I don't think I'm always stressed. I just have a face that just says, "Don't fucking waste my time."
To be honest, I was just low-key joking. I was just trying to, from the last time
I
we
get
were
it. No,
when
there was
you were DJing and the nigga commented, "Are you stressed?"
Oh, man,
and then I
see?
came in and asked the same question without even knowing what happened.
That's the thing. The biggest pet peeve is when I'm doing something. If I'm like sitting down,
Yeah.
that's different. But if I'm like DJing or doing something, like even if it's writing or like looking at my phone, and someone's like, "What's wrong?" The is wrong? I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? It's my face, bro.
Just allow it.
Always mad, always happy. One or the other. Never stressed. Do I seem stressed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
I'm not stressed. Huh?
Most of the time.
Well, it's because of so much goddamn shit going on.
It's like somebody on like a tightrope, but the tightrope's coming like loose. Like it's a stressful situation. So like that's how Jalen is. It's like he's high strung, but it's a loose string. You know what I mean? It's a little bit bouncy. As he's walking, he's
I thought I was a cool guy.
It's been building up.
It's been building up.
It has been building for years. Dylan's seen it.
But yeah,
It's all good. I'm good. Let's get to some real news.
it's on the lows. Can we like?
So if we can go into something I'd like to talk about.
Can we go
First
back to
off,
that Joe shit, or are you
we're gonna go into the Joe shit,
sir.
because I don't even really know exactly what happened. I just know.
Wait, that was recent?
Yeah, like
brand new.
That was
2 days ago.
I thought this was
Yeah.
like an old situation. 'cause
No, I
haven't
think the
watched.
podcast came out earlier this.
Brand new.
Yeah.
It's like
So
this
what?
week shit.
He disbanded
No,
the podcast?
he fired Rory and Mal, his two. So that's like me
Okay.
saying I'm
Who are
fire
those?
you and I fire you from my
So those are his
podcast.
two mains.
Yes.
And he's got 2 new guys on there right now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two,
And-
you
He's got
replaced
two.
them.
He's got two new guys on there already.
Yeah. So like essentially, when the whole like so technically, you're right. This isn't like fully new,
Right. It's been
but it just climaxed this weekend or
What
this
was the
week.
reason?
Essentially, so
Money,
fuck.
money,
it was
money.
like
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
money.
man.
to be
Yo,
honest,
Rory and
okay.
Mal were asking where the money's going. Let me look at the books, and Joe's like, "Here you go," or some shit.
Yeah.
But still weren't happy, and I don't know the logistics. I'll let the man who actually knows.
To be honest, it's still really unknown. Like if we're gonna be fully honest, like
Nobody
Mal and them are
really
tweeting and they're saying it's really not money, and they're saying that they're gonna like tell the truth pretty soon as to what's been going on or what's happening, but nobody actually like truly knows or sat back and been like, okay, this is exactly what's going on. But like when the beef started the first time, where they were like, where I guess, Joe told Rory stay home from that one episode.
Yeah.
That's where the beef just like started, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going to the point now where like this week, I guess out of nowhere, like they did 2 episodes, recorded those 2 episodes, dropped them. They were pretty good.
How
And
much
then
do you think they net in an episode?
No, they make a lot of money.
they make a lot?
Yeah, they
It's
make,
not a
I looked
lot
it-
of
I looked-
money.
I looked this up.
Okay, hold on.
It's-
It's not a lot of money in terms if we're talking about like podcasting. They're not. They're top tier in terms of
I
like
say top 3.
they're top, but they don't make as much as they necessarily could or should be in terms of just because
You think?
Joe is fucked up a lot.
What do you think,
If
though?
from
They get
Patreon and shit, they
demonetized
might
a
got
lot.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think, I think like if you're a top 3 show, you should be like making quite a bit, and your host should be making quite a bit too as well. I mean, they're making like half, I believe, to 400,000. I think that's what I read.
That's a
They're
lot.
making per episode.
Because I know like the most like the number 1 show is what's that nigga from UFC? His show is number 1, like the
Dana-
most.
no,
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan, yeah, his show's
Joe
the
Rogan's
most.
number 1.
His show's
How you
like
gonna say
the
that nigga
highest
from
paid.
UFC?
Dana White.
Dana White.
Well, they're both bald.
You say Fear Factor, bro.
Yeah, you just have Fear
Isn't he on
Factor.
UFC too?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
in
but
UFC.
everybody knows him.
I was
Fear
just
Factor.
watching
I just know him from.
his
You only know
podcast
UFC?
today.
No.
It was the first
It was
time
great.
I went on to
No, it's great.
Yeah,
He's been
but
doing
so
great lately.
his
he changed up
podcast-
He changed up his.
Anthony Cumia.
Yeah.
Who?
That's the host. That's the new host, right?
No.
Who?
No, as a guest.
Oh,
On the
Oh,
Joe
you're just talking
Rogan
about an episode, but yeah. So like their podcast is number 1, like the highest paid podcast, and essentially like I know before they left Spotify, arguably the contract that they were offered to stay would have made them like the 2nd highest paid, but Joe and them still like they all agreed that it wasn't what they should be getting paid because of the numbers that they do bring in, but they
No,
do
but
get
they were
paid.
comparing it to Joe Rogan. They were
Yeah.
honestly comparing themselves to Joe Rogan, which
Yeah.
is fine. But
Yeah.
they've been doing a podcast. He's been doing his podcast for like 11 years.
and I think the other thing too is Joe Rogan brings in a lot of like people.
It's
like,
different types of people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a different type. Like you can literally not watch one week because you're not interested, and totally be interested the next week because it's just a different. Well, it could be fucking a neuroscientist and then Russell Peters.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan's had so much controversy around him too. Like
Which he
has
brings up on the
talked about
show.
it, how he actually has to.
Yeah.
He's just some guy who commentates
just a
UFC
guy.
and stuff. But now he has to watch what he says and stuff because if he says the wrong
like that
thing
shit.
or just expresses his opinion about something, people will take it the wrong way and hold him for
Which I-
misrepresenting.
Well, that's why you don't look
something.
at it. That's why.
Yeah, and I think that like
Yeah.
people, I think now like especially like a lot of kids now they never
Talk
really
about Joe
exposed to like commentary like radio and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You would listen to like you'd have like commentators who would say things that were controversial, but it was their opinion. People could like respect that. You know what I mean? If you look at like somebody like what's his name, Ben Shapiro. Like that's a person who has a strong opinion.
No, but that's a news. That's like a news.
That's a news thing. But
he
like
wants
you know
to be
what I
like
mean?
a news person. But let's just stay on track. We're going into Joe Rogan, talking about Joe Rogan.
But yes.
Talking about Joe Budden.
So the beef.
Too many shows.
But yeah, so the beef essentially this week, like we were saying, he fired Mal and Rory, and there was like an episode that he uploaded and kept it up for like 30 minutes and then deleted it, but a lot of people were still able to go in and like screenshot it, and that was like the segment that's trending right now, is like the part where he literally was going off and was like, yo, you're in breach of your contract, blah 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 blah, you're fired, Rory. Oh, Mal, you want to think that you can be in every, and you could tell another nigga like what he can and can't do or who he can and can't fire when it is my show. I started this. Then yo, you got an issue. You're fired. And like,
I don't know. Like I have a real love-hate relationship with Joe Budden because he's very egotistical and like
I am the voice.
Yeah, there's like there's moments where it's like he's like it's okay, like he's chill, like you know he's very like personable, you know what I mean? But like it's a lot of the time he's super egotistical and like it's just very much like, you know, if it was like we would come, it's like if we were on the podcast and all Jalen wanted to do was talk about what Jalen wants to talk about and all that shit and like, you know, oh like, you know, he's yelling all the time, you know what I mean? Like it's like, no, like shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like watching some of the Joe Budden podcasts. And like that's why I don't really like watch it as much, because like I remember watching him on fucking Complex and shit like that, where he was on there with academics and shit like that, and it was like he could still debate, and it was like, yeah, you were debating with another person, but like sometimes Joe would still be like, this is, you know,
I liked watching him on that because he looked a lot better sitting next to academics. He looked so smart.
Fuck yeah, man.
My thing
is, Ack is like the stupidest motherfucker
in the
first
world.
and foremost. Like
He's
Ack,
smart.
I never really understood the hatred for him. But like that was like watching that. I would watch that every week. I'd watch it in its entirety and watch it twice because I was like, Ack is so fucking stupid, bro.
Here's the thing. Academics is a fucking idiot. He's smart, but he's a fucking idiot. Like the way he portrays himself.
Smart
is just
with
like
ratings.
Smart with how to get attention and attention whoring himself. But
yeah,
he's
a clout chaser.
But he's a fucking goon. Like 100%. It's just if I could be academics if I wanted to and just go running around, be the Edmonton academics chasing fucking this person and that person and talking shit and trying to figure out who's beefing who and escalating the beef and then revealing information and telling niggas addresses and doing a bunch of stupid snitch shit, like that kind of shit. You're gonna get clout. You're gonna get, like, you know, people love to see negativity. So he's smart in the regard of doing that, but yeah, he's just a fucking idiot. So when you put Joe, who's an old head, who has at least common sense to him, when they're talking about like music and shit, and this guy's riding for 6ix9ine, whatever, it was obviously an entertaining thing. But
then like you had the episode with Migos where like that whole situation was because Joe wouldn't put an ego aside, so that's what caused that situation to get how it was. And like you know, there was a lot of episodes where it's like, yeah, like you're talking about like Ack, where like, you know, you have a lot of Chicago rappers coming like, yo, Ack, like you started all this shit, and Ack would act
like
stupid.
Vic Mensa.
Yeah, Vic Mensa and shit like that, where Vic Mensa was like, you know, I don't fuck with you, you're a fucking moron and shit, because you escalated a lot of beef, and a lot of people I know got killed, right? Like that makes Joe look good, but like if you think about like, there are some episodes too where like Joe also would just like not put aside his ego, and he would just look fucking stupid. So like
but he made the show.
Huh?
Honestly, like, so I agree. But at the same time, like, isn't that why their ratings were so high? Like,
somewhat.
And Joe made this like in their reunion episode with like Rory and them when they finally first came back. He made this point. He was like, "Yo, y'all can go look at the numbers." He's like, regardless of what people think or what people say about me, he's like, I do bring the numbers, and I am.
It's not Joe Budden. It's the fucking thing that he does, which is controversy. Mm-hmm. Any controversy of any kind. If I were to look at Dylan right now and say, I know you did this and I know this, and we had some big fight on the podcast, or if I were to release the first episode of this fucking podcast as that episode where we all fell out with Naeem, we would be a way bigger podcast now, just because the initial boom of what it was beef and hate and energy and all that shit. People love it, and these guys are famous. But so when you sit down and you yell and you scream and you talk to, you know what I'm saying, people that can call your phone in an industry and talk to you, like Joe Budden can call Drake or call this person, but will still comment on this shit and comment on this shit. People will then watch.
But okay, so I feel like he did that a lot on Complex, but as soon as he got on, like when they were doing his own podcast, I feel like it was the opposite
at the beginning. At the beginning, it was very sit back, and like there was a few episodes where like he would call him Rory and Mal, but like
the only episodes I've ever watched are him just
like
losing
flipping
his fucking
shit,
mind.
and like that's so that's where it like becomes so like you're watching it kind of for that, but like he also does have good content on his shows.
Not even just that, but his.
I don't know. I feel watched the show for Rory
my thing
and
is
Mal.
on the lows. I feel like, and I kind of like. I was just twiddling on Twitter and just seeing this stuff. I think a lot of it is, what he says is very accurate and very like right. Not all the time, but like it's always like he actually drops knowledge on his shit. It's the way he goes about saying it that people have an issue.
Old head knowledge is he drops his opinion. It's not always knowledge, it's just his opinion about a thing. And sometimes it may reign true on facts. But majority of the time, I'm in disagreement. Or if I am in agreement, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Because majority of the time, he's not making fucking sense to me.
Because I feel like with this whole beef, like, there's two takes to it. So, like, with the beef, his points on, like, again, it is his show. He started it. The show must go on. Like, a lot of the stuff he was saying in that one episode where they, like, all reunioned again, he was right. And almost everybody, like, industry-wise was agreeing, like, he was right. But at the same time, Mal was right with some stuff with,
He's right. But that doesn't make him right. Just because if I start this shit, you guys come to my house and da-da-da-da, and I say, what's this, da-da, like, I go nuts. That doesn't make it right. Just because this is my shit
that's
and
not what they were mad at, though.
da-da-da-da-da.
Like, essentially, so, like, into the beef, I think, so after he told Rory to stay home, the beef between him and Mal started because Mal felt like he should have came to the group and made a group decision as to like, benching Rory for a little bit. And it was like, he was like, yo, but, like, as the show host or the person that like started the show, if I think one of my co-hosts needs to take a time off just because the way that I'm seeing things in the episodes, everything's looking really messy.
I will say this. Here's what I'll say to say that's I think that's bullshit or that's a bullshit way to look at it because if it was the episode 2 or episode 3. It's episode 200. He has a fan base of his own, and people watch the show for him. I watch the show for Rory, for Mal. I just get to see Joe Budden's fucking vein out of his fucking head every single time that I watch the show. I don't like that shit. And I watch it for them. So for him to say, well, I started this and I thought... Yes, okay, it was your idea, but guess what? Not everybody watches the show for you.
True enough. No, 100%.
So
I agree.
In what you're saying, you're right. But like I said, even though he's right, he's not right.
No, I get you. I get that logic, right? But like, I'm just saying, like, for the way I'm perceiving it, I'm like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I agree with what Joe was saying, but at the same time, I agree with what Mal was saying. Because Mal was saying, like, yo, we're still, like, we're a team, you know? Like, I think Mal's biggest thing was just, like, he's like, yo, you should have at least just given me a heads up. Not even asked, just giving me a heads up. But then, like, the counter to that is Rory's also there saying, like, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, he's like, I get you, Mal, but he is, like, it is his show. Him and Parks. Parks were, like, both of them are like, yo, like, you are right. Like, if there's anybody on the show to tell me to stay home, it should be you. Like, for instance, with us. Yeah. Like, if there's anybody on the show, if one day something happens or a couple days, episodes are looking super messy, if there's anybody on this that should tell me to stay home, it should be Jay. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, it's of that type of logic, I feel like you know?
Stuff, like, if I came in and it was like, oh, yeah, you know, Sean's not coming to the show for the next 6 weeks. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
It's like
it's still like a what? Like, why don't I know about?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's just kind of like I look at it as like it's like a management thing, right? Like, you don't just like cut your people for no, because then it's like it becomes a fear mongering thing, right? Because then it's just like, oh, like I have to stay on such and such a person's good side in order to remain on the show. Like, if it became like a group discussion where it was like, okay, maybe the three of us will talk about it and be like, yeah, I think Sean's acting such a way, and I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying, and like maybe we should bench him for like 1 or 2 episodes.
And that's what Mal is saying essentially in the whole thing. Yeah. Like, if it came to that, then it's a different thing, and then you actually show that you have respect for your people that are around you, right?
Mal's biggest thing too is he was just like, he's like, I'm fine with it. He's like, you're right, you are the one that should be doing it. He's just like, the way you went about it is the issue. And again, I think that's usually what Joe's problem is the way he goes about things. Is people don't necessarily like the way he goes about things. It may be the right thing, but it's just the way he approaches it is like, yo, dog, what do you couldn't tell me this nicer, or you couldn't tell me this in a more friendlier way, where like now I'm like, okay, you know what? I hear you. I see you. Okay. You're right. let's keep it moving.
Wait, no, this is
Well, this is exactly what happened here. This is exactly the same thing that happened on this show really early.
Yeah.
I made the decision.
Yeah.
Quick. I didn't discuss it with anybody.
Yeah.
But like I said, that was what, episode 3?
Yeah, but the thing is, we all hashed that out in that situation where we all kind of, even if it was
Well,
heated,
I mean, we were sitting here, we looked at each other like...
Yo, like this, we were all kind of like, you were getting mad, you were like, well, you should have cut this shit, and I was like, maybe we should have cut this shit early, but like, there's a point where we still have to kind of hash this out to get to a point where there is a disagreement resolution. Or an agreement, and there's a resolution that we can all agree on, and it got heated, obviously, but like, we just, we all have to come in accordance, I feel like, with it. There's rarely ever where it's just like, it's a one-man decision. Like, it's kind of always a group. It should always usually be somewhat of a group decision. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, like, this is like, we were talking about, like, Ebro. I always talk about Ebro because I don't really like Ebro as much. But, like, Ebro and Joe kind of move very similarly where it's just like, it's them, and if they start, it's their world. Yeah. So they rule with absolute power. That's and it's just true. Like, this is how I'm doing it. Like, like, Ebro is known to, like, kick people off of his show.
No, it's very true. Like, you even said, they were talking about it on the show, his show. He's like, yeah, but y'all know, like, my show, like, Ebro in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he gave that energy out. Yeah. Like, but you know that, because that's what it is.
Keep going. No,
you have to have respect for the people around you and the 100%. People that are on your team.
And that was Mal's point, and was like, we're family.
So there's everybody's right and everybody's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their opinion. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In the way that, if ideally it would be, is Joe comes and says, this is how it's going to be. How do you guys feel about it? And they have whatever discussion, like you say, and they come to a agreement, and even Rory is happy, and everybody's like, all right, whatever. That's a perfect world. But like we've said, ego is always an issue.
Yeah.
People's fucking, like, having power is a big thing. Starting something, ownership of something, feeling like they are entitled to it or whatever. That kind of thing, it always, especially if you're working with your friends, it always will destroy whatever the fuck you build. If you think you have ownership of, or this is yours, or that, you can say shit, or you can act like, or like say shit like, this is mine, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? But like, in my heart, I know that my shit here is not just my shit.
Yeah.
In terms of like my things. You know what I'm saying? You can use it whenever you want. You can use it whenever you want. This shit is just here. Yeah. And like, that way of being open, and like, that's how I've always looked at it. It's like, treat your homies and your team like your family and your actual like people, so that they'll ride with you and you'll go somewhere.
Yeah.
Whereas if you think that you're gonna just be captain of the ship and steer it this way and steer it that way, well, when everything fucking just starts fucking sinking, the only person to look at is you.
Literally. Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, those people who look at it that way, there's somebody else to look at. It's like, oh, this isn't my fault. I was steering the shit the right way. You was fucking it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's where, like, I think where that relationship went so south, because like, it's like, when you begin to like build such a huge power dynamic between yourself and everybody else, like, it's, you started the show, whatever, you put money in, whatever, we're making money. Like, I wouldn't disagree that you should be making more money, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have respect for everybody around you. And like, even if like at the end of the day, it's your decision, right? Like, if we talk about the Rory situation, like, even if you just get everybody's 2 cents, it's your decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And everybody else can respect that.
Because I think with it too, like, I guess what's also come out is like the only person he kind of really talked to about if he should do it was Parks. And like, Parks being Switzerland, and almost every discussion, if you ever watch Parks is always Switzerland. So he went to Parks and said, and like, this is where like, I guess like for Rory, he also got it and wasn't too upset about that, was because it's like, oh, okay, you went to the most like level-headed person and he agreed, so that's why you made the move.
Right.
But Mal was still like, yo, of the sense of like yo, still holla at me, like I'm here too.
Right.
And then I think the second part too was Mal was super upset that they got new niggas on the show before fixing
any issues,
what was going on with them. And Joe's counter to that was like, dog, and him and Parks was like, well, if we shut this down, look at the 10, 15 people we have here. They're all losing money out of their pockets now, and now they can't feed their children because everybody here has quit their day jobs to do this, right? And it was just like, I can't do that. Like, the show must go on. And he was just like, to that notion is like, dog, we were trying to fix this. Like, I was hollering at you, trying to get this, like, to let you know, I called you this day, and he dropped the dates and was like, yo, did you show up this day? No. Did you show up this day? No. Did you show up this day? No. So okay, now at that point, why the fuck should I have to tell you something if you're not gonna constantly, if you're gonna come back, right? So then all of a sudden they went and got they got Ice and this nigga Ice and another nigga, and the crazy thing is on the lows, the show started doing way better numbers in the 8-10 episodes that they dropped with Ice in them because people were fucking with the show a lot heavier.
Because people wanted to see the fucking controversy.
But they never brought it. So fair to an extent, I feel like the first couple episodes,
these new niggas they have on the show, they want to know why.
No, I feel for the first couple episodes, for the first couple episodes, I would agree. But as they kept going on and it wasn't seeming like the shit was gonna end anytime soon, I started watching not for the beef, but I started watching just to see hey, you got these two dudes on the show. Let's see what their numbers do.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, those two numbers, their numbers started going crazy. And it's even now with their Patreon, pretty soon, yeah. Even with their Patreon, their the side show that they started doing with Ice, Joe, and the other guy, doing way better numbers than the Patreon number. Throughout this with then the original cast, it was and he essentially he said it in the little snippet was I wanted to keep this shit going with us, but y'all were still upset the fact that I was hey, you know what, I saw another venture, another business opportunity, and I hopped on it. And in the one episode where they were talking, he was bro, if you want to start your own show, I'm not getting mad at you. I'd support it. I'd help you. If you went and did something, I'd help you. So why are y'all getting mad at the fact that something else came out of this and it's something successful that can feed people even more?
Yeah, I know we have to wrap this up, but it's still you don't want that help though. If somebody cuts you out the way that that ended, you can't expect people to be.
But it wasn't before the cut. It wasn't before the cut. It was it was before he fired them that he was saying this, and that's how he was moving because he was setting it up for their own show. And he told them on the show, so he asked, he's would y'all be mad if I went and did another show with Ice in them because we saw the success from that? If we wanted to continue it, Rory was no, I'd be a fan. He's I'd watch it. I'd guest star on that. Rory or Mal was the one that was hell fucking no. Why? He's you're going to take the niggas that you put on here to replace us for that little bit and do a whole show with them? Come on. Which in my mind is a little that's his ego coming into the play and being dog, we were here, da 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 da. You know what I mean? So the whole beef is just stupid. In reality,
it's just ego.
It's a lot of egos.
We always talk about here on this show is ego.
It's a lot of
your
egos.
Ego consume you, and you will lose millions of dollars, people. And that's this. We're gonna take a break right now.
Yeah,
and we'll be back real soon. Thank you.
Skirt. Yeah, man. But yeah, so the beef, the shit's hectic because even looking at the tweets, Rory and Rory hasn't said anything. He's just been yo, 3. Oh, hold on, get the close. Ow!
Oh shit.
What?
Alright, well, I'm gonna let y'all know. We fucked up. I fucked up.
Wow,
I didn't fuck it up. The shit fucked itself. The shit stopped. Wasn't recording on the phone.
Butterfingers.
Nigga, I pressed it, but guess what? What's happening over there? This nigga turned on the coals and it wasn't even plugged in. That's hilarious. Don't be fucking up the shit.
Don't be unplugging no shit, bro.
Don't flip the switch again.
Don't be fucking up the shit.
Bro, that's how that shit turned off last time.
We lost all Wi-Fi.
And then we lost the footage. Malcolm, you fucking dinklewink.
I want them plugs, bro. Check that.
I tried to press play, I guess or whatever, record or whatever the fuck it is that you're supposed to press to make these things go. Nigga, goddamn, nigga.
What you mean? You ain't supposed to tell them? We supposed to act like it just ain't
Nah,
happened?
man. I'm gonna let them know. There's no lies over here on Self-Care Sunday.
It ain't a lie. You just ain't
We had a whole half an hour.
See it on our face.
We had a whole half an hour of real discussion gone down the drain. We got I deleted the audio. We got the video. But listen, we discussed J. Cole in the off season.
Yes.
We all have our feelings. I love J. Cole. I'm a big J. Cole fan from back in the day, so I was expecting something a little different. I didn't get exactly what I wanted because, you don't get what you want in life always. Motherfucker, that's just how it goes.
Second half was good for me.
Second half was great for him. The reason that I feel the way I feel is because the production wasn't done 100%, or not 100%, but just, wasn't J. Cole, heavy. Him doing majority of his production like he usually does. He let other people jump in there, and he did it like Sean said in the thing. It's these guys are doing their thing, and there's OG J. Cole lyrics, there's new production and OG J. Cole lyrics, and it's coming together to blend to make something new, and that's kind of what he was doing in this new shit. And the only two tracks I've found myself coming back to since it's only been out for a day are Let Go My Hand, and the last track. That's all I'm gonna say. to recant all of what I said before. They have their emotions.
My take was just like the tape resonates with me. I think I've played, like I was saying, I think I've played it like 10 times over since it came out yesterday, and like didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. just because I was playing it over and over again. For me, this shit like it put me in a mood again, like one of those like, hey, time to grind. Like this really is Aussies. Like I could see myself listening to this entire tape for the next month, 2 months, where I'm just grinding and just grinding the fuck out.
What you said
it being
about
like
the athlete's perspective.
yeah, it's like perfect. Like literally, it's like the athlete's perspective. Like, and this is why I think like the athlete world resonated so deep with this tape because there's so many also cuts and quotes in this about athletes and the basketball players and stuff that like are subtle, but it's like this tape resonates so well. It's like pretty much just I'm on my John Morant, I got my Grizzlies on my back. Like the shit just hits different, you know. So that I love this tape. Oh, Malcolm ain't listened to it.
So if you, like I said, 30 minutes, bro.
Hey, all you got to do is just watch the little teasers we'll drop from the segment. You ain't gonna see it, but you gonna watch the segment, the teasers, and be like, you'll get it. Just watch.
Yeah,
Exactly. So you got something.
Ooh, I smell that shit.
We gon' huh? Oh.
Coles.
Got a good nose.
He did not shit his
I
pants.
thought you meant something was burning.
Oh no, I'm just saying like I can smell it.
I'm
No.
sprinting. I thought that's electrical where, bro?
That's electrical.
He thought he was racing Jalen.
Hey, don't. Malcolm's fast, man. Malcolm's fast. Don't race Malcolm ever in your life.
A word?
Malcolm is fucking fast, bro.
She's a runner. She's a truck.
That motherfucker is fast. You were saying something to me about Alberta?
Alberta. They released a thing where they are giving live musicians grants up to $1,500. It's some new incentive to get them back as they're starting to open things back up.
Give me my money.
Realize things have been hard
Motherfuckers.
and give them that to
You
get
know I've been
prepared
here
for
struggling.
So
How do you apply for it?
that's a good question.
Nigga, did you read this? Every time. Did we not talk about this last time?
We
Did we
did.
talk about this on air or
You
off
have to
air?
apply. I don't know.
What?
Did you bring him?
No.
Oh, I was like,
Relax.
No, I was like, confused. I was confused. I was like,
I'd like to show you Fiend 1 and Fiend 2 of the hookah.
because I know the province has always had a grant system where you've had to
Wait, who
apply.
introduced this? Whose idea was this?
They just made it hard.
Was
to
this
get.
was this the
Just
provincial
today.
government or was this actually somebody else doing
Yeah,
this?
for Alberta. Yeah.
Because the province has always had a music grant thing that you can apply for and get. I don't know, like at one point it was more money than that. I think like there was the big one.
There's big ones.
And then there was the whole like I know at one point in time there's like the conspiracy in the city. Not even conspiracy, it's legit facts. I think it was there's somebody's famous Elon Musk, his wife is Canadian and she applied for the grant and essentially that grant she got from like Alberta or something is what she's used to start her own music label and essentially like they have like their own or they're starting their own music company or something like that or she is.
You mean Grimes?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like,
I don't know what her name is. But yeah.
No, I don't know who she is. I just know of her name.
But yeah, she essentially took that grant and because there's a surplus one where it's like a big one where you get paid a huge chunk.
Yeah.
And she took it and applied, and while other people were getting rejected, she got approved for it. So everybody was going crazy and like super up in arms about like, yo, why are we giving her money when she's already rich and well off?
fuck Grimes.
Instead of giving people like the other people that really want this to really start this shit from the ground up,
Like us.
why aren't we giving it to them? And I know at that point that's when like they put a pause on all that shit and they stopped it for a little bit, just because I was looking into this like
Scrutiny was
earlier in COVID. Because I wanted to apply. I was like, yo, let me
I
put my shit in there. You know?
I have a friend in the industry who's a lawyer who does this as her job is like to go to an artist, help them out, go grab grants for them from the government, do all the paperwork and all that stuff, and then she takes a little bit of the grant money for her thing, and then they get to get these grants and do that shit. It's always been something that's been available to people. Like I almost did this when I was in Ontario. I almost got a $15,000 grant to start a small business for my label.
Yeah.
But I didn't stay there long enough to go through the whole proceeding, and I ended up coming back here and whatever. But that it's just it's been available. They're just now this is some new shit. So
This
that
is
since
just
from
$2
COVID
million
and all that shit.
Stabilized live music grant lets people in the music industry apply for $1,500 grants
Okay.
to help them prepare for a return to live performance.
Now, what does that mean, music industry? Does that mean club owners? Does that mean venue owners? Does that mean artists?
Live performance.
It's probably
performers?
all of it then. Yeah, it has to be. If it's live performances, then it's all of them. So like low-key, we could take that money and go start prepping to run a club again. Like literally
That's
off
what
of
I'm
that money.
Especially
Like
with
Well, that could
DJing
fund our
and
first
stuff.
party right there.
yeah, no, 100%. Because if it's just like to get you prepared for live performances, that means probably paying for your equipment, getting your spaces back in
that shit,
order,
paying bills.
getting all that stuff. You know what I mean? No, yeah, probably. But like 50. So if it's giving you,
That CBC.
if it's 15,
Spotlight.
if it's 15K, oh bro, I saw that too. That shit. Some of the entries are whack. But even the 15K. So if it's 15K, right?
No, it's 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's
So that's something
Better
that just
than
toss
nothing.
out. They'll just
Yeah.
toss out to someone who says they're a fucking
yeah.
performer or whatever.
$2 million in it.
So we could like 1 apply, 2 apply, 3 apply, 4 apply. We
Top
could.
can apply.
Yeah. Then we yeah. All of us could.
Yeah.
And just pull that money together.
Yeah, my mom can apply.
Shit.
Right.
We might have to.
Government don't run this one back.
But no, that's actually dope. But
I
like
like that. But-
hopefully they don't make it like extremely hard
to
to
apply
actually
for that
get
shit.
because you know
They could just lump it in with the rest of the shit that they've been doing and make it just as difficult as all the other shit. It's a lot of red tape and paperwork, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the top of it
jargon,
looks
yeah.
glitz and glamour, and then the underneath it's like,
damn,
whoa.
you gotta figure all this shit out. And
Yeah.
then, you know, that's like there's
Like, I don't wanna read into
repayment
that
sometimes.
more.
There's some
Yeah.
sometimes it's not a grant, it's a loan. Sometimes it's a and you didn't know and whatever. You gotta make sure your shit's right.
Yeah.
Because I
The
know
government's
like
knocking on your door.
I saw today that like or it was a couple of days ago that Trudeau was out here saying until we get to 75%, don't lighten up restrictions. But Jason Kenney and them are of the mindset that once we get to like I think it's like 50, we're almost at 50%, or pretty soon we should be at 50% of the province vaccinated with at least their first dose. Is as soon as we hit that, then we can open up venues to like I think it was like they had a limit or it was like 80 or more, or 50 to 80 or something. And then as soon as we hit 75%, then we can open up to like 100 and something, and like for outdoor and indoor venues.
Oh, was that what's her face's thing?
Dina's,
That
yeah,
was
manifesto.
that was just a theory. They have. I don't think they'll actually open it to that extent. I think they'll really have to play it by ear. But
You don't
yeah,
think?
she was saying that like no, that was just like an open letter that she was like, this is what we could potentially do if we hit these numbers by X amount of time.
I thought it was more of a
It
this is
wasn't-
what
yeah,
we
it's-
should or we could be doing.
Yeah,
once we
it's
hit-
a
yeah.
it's a maybe.
Yeah.
It's not a this is what we're gonna do. This is the plan.
everything
If
goes
that was
right.
the plan, man, people would be vaxxed the fuck up.
But they are. Did you not see
A lot of people are vaxxed.
Did you not see the new numbers came out from like our generation or like the 18 to 28 or whatever? Yeah. I saw that. The 18 to
I don't
20.
know what's going on over here. But I feel like I have a swollen elbow.
Oh
Let's talk
gosh.
about that.
The age group from 18 to 28 we broke the record that was previously set from the 30 and up group or 30 to 40 group for how many people signed up or were in the lobby waiting to get their vaccinations. I think they were saying it was like 300,000 people that were 18 and up were trying to get that shit.
Started right here in that group,
And we would have had way
and
more
we
people.
would have been fucking done.
We would have already had people open.
Done.
We've been open already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit would have been done. People
Keep
would've
your
been
grandma
vaxxed.
in the house. We're gonna get vaccinated, and then we'll tell you when you can come get vaccinated, or we'll send someone to you. You can call and get
Send
a house
grandma
vaccination.
to the fucking Hope Mission. Have the Hope Mission vans coming around with the bags.
Yeah, bro. Why
Johnson,
didn't they
Johnson.
do like? There's so many ways that you could have done this shit amazingly well that would have saved people's jobs, infrastructure, small business. People could actually still have a fucking life. Like, nigga, what are y'all niggas doing, bro? It's hindsight's 2020 like a motherfucker, eh?
But it's blame the leadership and to make it worse, we still have that same nigga for 3 more years.
We don't have to, nigga. Veto that nigga out, bro.
We can't.
Yeah, you can. Majority rules.
We don't have.
We could march.
We don't have a term.
We can march to Capitol.
It's all about trust for the provincial leaders. So if they don't trust them, they'll call a vote, and there's going to be a vote.
But
Most likely next year.
His own people have been out here saying, like, bro, did you not see a person from his cabinet quit the other day? I can't remember who it was, but it was like, I can't. He's like, I can't sit here and be the fault or I can't sit here and stay here knowing that Rachel Notley's gonna be the victor in 2023. Yada yada yada. So he quit and left the party and was like, it's all Jason Kenney's fault. Like, Jason Kenney should resign.
Kenny.
and it was like a member out of his own caucus, like a high ranking member out of his
Jason
caucus.
Kenney's a fucking
Like, when you got your own people saying like you should resign, like, or like
That's
they're
some
starting
Trump
to come
shit, bro.
out and say that shit,
Just call the election.
just call it a day.
Call the election. Just let it happen. Like at
Just
that point.
resign. Your stupid fat fucking face. We don't want to see no more. Get someone who actually runs
Nah.
and can lift some weights and is a healthy individual that has a right set of brains on their fucking shoulders. Why do we have these big tubs of lard in fucking office all the time? The fattest fucking people I see running the world sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
It's always the conservatives though, bro.
What the fuck is going on with that?
I learned this
Am I
week.
alone? Is nobody going to comment on my fucking...
No, you're right. You're right. It's either that, or it's either they're fat and like unathletic, or they're mad old and about to kick rocks.
No, but like, what is this? Health is the same thing.
Is wealth.
It's all in terms mental health, all the same thing. If you are, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying young, 38 and above is a good age. I'd
Why,
assume.
bro? You could be. I know some niggas.
I would
that are
like to say 26.
That could be amazing politicians.
100%. But I'm just saying, to be the president or someone running, or like a prime minister, someone running shit at that extent, or a premier. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that motherfucking high. The bar don't have to be that high, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how the fuck are we going to allow people that can't get their own physical, mental health right, sweating up there, fucking walking up the stairs and shit, motherfuckers?
Well, you see, Jason Kenney, you're not in the same pressure.
That's not true. I remember
because he's the young one.
Yeah, that's why. But here's what I'm saying. Like, I remember in school, there was always those motherfuckers in school that were social heavy. They wanted to run. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be the class president. They wanted to do that shit. What the fuck why didn't you stay in politics?
I didn't see any inspirations.
You
like,
got to be the inspiration.
So I am now in a different aspect, but you got to think about it. It's like the same thing with like, why don't you see so many black teachers?
Yeah,
because there's nobody ahead of them to show them like, yo, you could do this. Like, I always knew like I could try to, but at the end of the day, like the way you always see it, when you like the perspective from seeing it, it's a white man's race. So like you like. As much as I want to jump into it, you know, as soon as he happened, but even when he happened, you saw how fast some motherfuckers wanted it. Yeah, you can't do anything because, you know,
because
the cards are still stacked against you.
Right now, Joe, whatever his name is, Biden, as the best possible, like, presidency outcome you can have. You have the Senate and you have the House or whatever. Like, you have everything.
Yeah.
Is your party. You can pass laws. You can get things actually done. If Obama had that,
shit would be so much different.
It'd be a different America.
But yeah, what I was gonna say.
But it might have been a worse America the next time around.
Did you peep?
Than even now.
So this is a statistic I learned this week, that as much as like, and this goes for any of y'all conservative ass motherfuckers that are watching this.
Right. Thank you very much.
Statistically, conservatives don't make countries or cities or provinces money. They actually lose more money than they actually gain during their terms.
Because they spend it on
parties to the
shit.
left actually make more money for the economy than parties to the right.
Yeah, because conservatism isn't. The reason is probably because like conservatism, like if you remember when we've had conservative governments, we don't issue new things. They build upon the things that we have, and we do it to a moderate rate. We don't necessarily like obviously like Ralph Klein. There was an oil.
My nigga Ralph Klein.
There was an
with
oil
the
boom.
$300.
There was, there's obviously like economic things that are going on in the context, but like conservative governments don't they don't make new things, right? That's what conservatism to its core. It's like you want to play it as safe as possible, and you want to like hold the money, right? There's money in the accounts, but they don't make money. You know what I mean? They're not losing any like money out of the accounts. The reason why like the NDP was like issuing all these, they were spending a lot of money to make money. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like that's probably why you see something like that. Is because like conservative governments don't spend money on social programs. They don't build new things. They like
showing it in the States. It was showing it in the States. Like, it was for like Canada and the States, and it was like every time that these parties have been in charge, the countries have actually, their GDP has grown, or they've started actually making money. Mm-hmm. Whereas when these other parties are in control, it may seem like you're making money, but in reality, you're losing more than you're actually bringing in.
If you think about like Stephen Harper when he was our prime minister, like what what did we actually like? What did we?
I forgot about that nigga.
What did we gain? Like
Nothing.
I can't think of a single thing that we. Besides, we were in the middle of a war.
We got those $500 checks at one time when we were kids, and then we were told to walk away and be happy.
Yeah.
That was it. Do y'all remember that? It was like $300 or $500 check that they mailed, or $100
Was that
check.
Ralph Klein? That was my nigga, man.
Yeah, it was around this. They were and
man.
we all got mailed checks.
That
Your
was
parent
Ralph
probably
Klein,
took
man.
it, but yeah.
$300.
I'm gonna spend that money.
Klein bucks, bro. Klein bucks.
Yeah.
Shout out Ralph Klein, bro.
But then when you look at it in reverse, you look at like what the consequence was everything crashed like right after, and we had no safety net or safety vault to be like, hey, let's go tap into this and let's go tap into this.
That's because Ralph was leaving. He's like, fuck that. These niggas gonna remember me, bro.
Them niggas is just about the rich. They're about their people that have money. It's funny, like I hear people saying, "Oh, this is why I voted for them because they were gonna make me money or they're gonna make my help me with money." And I'm like, dog, do you not realize that you're not in the same tax bracket as them? They don't care about you. The people that care about you are the ones to the left that are in your tax bracket.
And so like that's
to cut the like health side of things, take cuts from there, the education cuts and fund the other stuff like the energy sectors, the trade.
And even that, they don't really even fund the energy sector. They put it all into oil and gas. But like, if you really want to,
which is
that's
subjective.
it is.
That's
but
subjective.
my counter to that, sorry, is if you really want to fund the energy sector, you know that fossil fuels are dying. My nigga, go look at other sustainable resources of energy. But it makes money. You gotta spend money to make money. I get you, but you gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah,
it's about
a seesaw. They invest in the trades, and all these kids are going into trades. They're doing that, booming. Then there's a crash, and then now we need more people doing this other thing.
No, but
now it's swinging the other way.
It's about,
and then it's gonna be we have no carpenters, we have no mechanics, no people to work on these electric cars. It's gonna swing back the other way. You get that side.
That's why I fuck with NDP and liberals, man, because they understand. They want to diversify the portfolios.
Keeping your caucus
happy
and your people that are around you that you represent happy. That is the main job of a political figure. In terms of being the president, being the mayor, being the premier, being whatever it is, the people that you govern or represent, not even govern. You should be representing because you are a representative of the people.
Yeah.
Your main priority should be the, you know what I'm saying, the happiness or the, what is it?
Welfare.
Welfare, thank you, of those people.
Which high key it is.
Which it is. And that's why
they're just not our their priority.
And that's why you see the moves that you see. You will not see things happen for me or you anytime soon.
But yeah, and that's the thing with
even with the left. Because yes, the left is it's yes, we're for social programs, we're for taxing billionaires, we're for doing things to make sure that, the little guy gets a say too and all that shit. But like, even when we do have, a left, either Canada's a very left place, doesn't solve all the fucking problems just because niggas is, you know what I'm saying, have ideas or have whatever. Things don't get done a lot of the time.
To be fair, do you want an answer as to why? To be fair, it's because we've never really had that. If you actually look, like, especially being in Alberta, if you actually look at, like, the spectrum of how many times a party from the left-ish has
remember
won,
where you are.
That's what I'm saying. But like, and
right?
even just and even just in Canada in general too. If you look at how many times a party on the left half has actually won, it's very, very small.
Right.
The boom with like NDP and Liberals really starting to win now, we're starting to gain favor now, has happened after the Stephen Harper term. And that's where it's starting to like take off.
Because like
the oil crash.
Yeah, because oil was so big. So like we're making a lot of money off oil. It makes sense. Like if you plan out how like everything, like oil was a huge thing, diamonds was a huge thing here. We had a lot of in the north, like Nunavut and stuff like that. They have a lot of diamond mines. We had a lot of land resources that we could mine up and we could sell and make a lot of money. Conservatism works in that sense because it's like we're just gonna deplete our resources and sell it, and then we're gonna hold on to the money as much as we can.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess, in that sense, and we can just give and distribute it to our people, and we can make cuts here and there. And yeah, conservatism is gonna always cut at social programs because we don't need to be spending X amount of dollars on We don't need to build 6 different hospitals this month.
And then you see how that shit backfires.
Yeah, right? But, like, yeah, the NDP, the Liberals are probably going to spend more money because they want to build those social programs that are going to last for, like, a long time. Conservatism is just very much like if your country's rich and is continually going to be rich within the next 20 to 30 years, you don't need to spend a ton of money on everything. You just need to maintain those systems. As
but then why are places... Why... See, like... When you say that, like, places like Denmark, Sweden, whatever, very rich countries in terms of their people. Like, if you were to go to those places and walk around and, like, shop, or, you know what I'm saying, like, just see the standard of living of those people there, it is a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A communist company. To say that you say, like, to have your place be a place of wealth and whatever, to have conservatives, I don't agree with that because majority of the time, why are there still niggas standing on the streets, like by my neighborhood?
But that's
begging.
because of that.
It's because of that.
That fits
shit.
with this point. That's why he's saying like that fits literally with what he's saying.
In the sense of like Denmark, Sweden, Norway, the sacrifices those people make is that they pay really, really high taxes on everything.
Right.
So everything, like, yeah, you might have a better standard of living because, like, yeah, they take a lot of your money and put those back into social programs that you're just going to benefit from. So it's a maintain of, like, the same systems that you keep building. They don't have, like, natural resources to the same extent.
But even...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
honestly, the easiest chalk up is literally, it's like, okay, so, like, those countries, again, you look at who they're run by or how they're run, they're leftist. They're community... cycle this money because if you cycle this money and we spend this money, it's going to come right back. And it has. And like tenfold for them. Right? Now imagine here in Canada where you would think, if I'm right, and I like my money and I want to keep my money, I'm going to try to find ways to either keep or double my money. Yeah. That's a hustler mindset, right? So to do that, you got to know you got to spend money. And at that point, that's where I'm like, bro, conservatives fucked us over because... hey, if I was in power for that long, my nigga, I would have thought or tried to go into like some other avenue that would have made me even more money.
Yeah.
Instead of staying comfortable and relaxed.
We have to talk about the thing with like Jason Kenney and like this conservative party is like they did a lot of nixing like off the jump because they felt like, you know, everything that the NDP did, they essentially tried to roll it back. Yeah. You didn't see that in a lot of like other conservative parties because like they don't ever try to roll things back. They let things be finished and then they just they are like maintain it. They like this conservative party like cut. Let's cut everything. Like once it was like even in the motion, even if it was in the beginning, we're just gonna cut it.
Or like that hospital on the north side.
Yeah, we were supposed to build the super lab because then we would have had huge, like we would have been making vaccines. We would have been making money off of the vaccines that we would have been making because we had a super lab being made. But that got nixed immediately, and then
they already had that money. The crazy part is they already had the structure laid down. They were building it, like literally, you could drive by and they were building it. And this nigga came one day and was just like, "Nah, that's too much money. Cut
it just like that."
And that's why we're getting fucked as heavy as we are with this whole COVID, or part of the reason why we're getting fucked with this COVID shit.
They're looking at us in the States and they're looking at us like we're crazy, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But they can't even do that no more.
Yeah, you can.
No, you know why?
We're going back into a lockdown.
No, you know why I say...
We are going back into a lockdown,
Hear me out. You know why I'm saying they can't?
Not be.
Hear me out. You know why I'm saying they can't? Is because... And I saw the numbers drop the other day. You can probably find it online. Is Canada is actually now vaccinating people at a higher rate, and we have for the last... All right, so like at the beginning of the week on Monday, we were vaccinating at the same rate as the States. Now it's opposite, where we're vaccinating way more. The rest of the week, it just kept going higher and higher, and they're vaccinating less people, and now they're seeing their numbers start to rise. Because people in the States are thinking like, okay, because 60% of the population or 50% of the population is vaccinated, I don't have to do it.
I don't even think 50% of the U.S. population. I think 25, I remember, was the last number.
It's something.
They were high.
But like, yeah, but because of that, people are starting to stop getting vaccinated.
You have to also take into consideration the number of people, bro. We have 36 million people in Canada. They have times fucking 300 or whatever the fucking, I don't know math. But they got 336 million people.
No, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. So, like, their numbers now are teetering and going the opposite way that they want them to go, whereas ours now, like, and it's funny because like the article was essentially saying, it was like, yo, everybody in Canada was freaking out at Trudeau and being like, oh, you fucked us, you should have put more money into trying to get us higher up on the list for the vaccine. And then it's like he's sitting there laughing and he's like, y'all don't even realize, like, yeah, I guess we had a rough month to start, but now look at us, we're vaccinating people at the highest rate in the world now. Like, we have more people getting vaccinated on a daily basis than everywhere else.
See, okay, I have an issue with two of those statements. I think the Trudeau, it was the way we were rolling at it was taking way too long to, like, I think per province, I think it was taking way too long. Other than like the Yukon, the Yukon has 75% of people are vaccinated.
Because there's
but
nobody
it's because we
in
didn't
the
have the vaccine
Yukon.
though, right?
But it's
There's
not-
nobody there.
But besides that,
There's nobody there,
Facts.
guys.
But besides that,
6 fucking people got the vaccine, and 75% of the Yukon is vaccinated. That's how easy it is there.
But besides that, it wasn't that we didn't necessarily have. It was like seniors are gonna get it first, and then how long was it before then the next people are gonna get it? Then the next people.
But part of that was because I've heard his take on this because he got grilled by conservatives. His take was like, yo, originally Canada was supposed to be top 3 countries that gets like the most vaccines off the rip. Pfizer and them pulled back because of money issues and shit like that, and other countries bumped up on the list and bumped us down to like 5th or 6th. Mm-hmm. And then he went back to the table after this started being an issue when he realized, like, okay, we can't just be giving it to the old people and these people here, and we need to like try to rush this a lot quicker, put more money into it, bumped us up back on the top of the list, and now Pfizer is like supplying us the most. And now he's able to open it up to everybody else. But it's literally like the root issue came from not being able to give it.
Even if, okay, so if you have a finite amount of vaccines, you reevaluate who gets it first. Then that's
if you look at his statement, he wanted retail and for critical workers to get it first. Which is the smartest way. But it's province.
I know it's a provincial thing,
and that's where he got fucked over. It's like you can't, because if you look at the provinces that are thriving right now, they did it in reverse, where they gave it to us and then everybody else onwards, like Manitoba, all those places that are doing like have low numbers. They somewhat like they did it in a little bit of reverse, where it was the youngers and the class of the old and the class of the young at the same time, and then they kept moving on. Whereas at us, Vancouver and Ontario, we're like, nah, we're gonna do it this way, and they went old people first, this people first, because again, they're catering to their
I mean, obviously it's like a case to case, because it's like
constituents.
It's very case to case, obviously, but like that, I feel like that was one of the real reasons, was like the way we rolled out the vaccine was super slow, and then I think for the states, the second thing was that they eased up on restrictions way too fast. The CDC was like, people who are vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. And then everybody was like, oh, fuck it, then. We all don't have to wear a mask. If people are vaccinated, if 25% of people are vaccinated, that's 1 in 4 people. That's enough for us. And how do people, and then like, open baseball stadiums, people can go to restaurants. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes like everything's open, so then that's going to slow down. I feel like that's why their numbers have really dropped, and then their numbers are starting to spike a little bit more. Now we continue to maintain that. I think if they maintained the same restrictions that they had, they'd still be beating us right now.
Yeah,
I saw this video of this guy, and he was like, hey, look at how easy it is to go to the baseball game during COVID. And he goes in, and like, guy at the gates has to scan this thing. It goes to his medical record and shows this one page that doesn't show all this thing, but shows that he's been vaccinated. He's like, okay. He goes in, then he walks inside, has to go through another, like, where they scan
temperature
his face.
shit,
And then he's like, oh, that's how easy it was. He's sitting down the game. Like, that's not easy.
But
that's easier than it is.
But that's like a ticket scan.
It really is,
and a coat check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm being devil's advocate. In terms of
you have your star?
Shit, nigga. Cut. Shit.
Turn off that shit. That's
Shit. Cut.
If I do it,
bring that shit back.
Shit, if I do it, no, that shit is so much easier than, like, I'd rather do that than what the shit we're going through right now, right?
Not being able to do it.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, obviously, like, I feel like, another thing is, like, we can't really tell what it was province to province, because, like, we lived here, and it was, like, For me, I felt like it was so fucking long that the old people come get your vaccines,
and then they weren't even showing up.
And they weren't showing up. You know what I mean?
And then the young people showing up and then getting mad.
And I mean, like, that's where you kind of need to reevaluate and be like, well, if you guys aren't gonna go get your vaccines, let's start opening it up to more groups so we can just start getting more and more people. Because obviously, like, now you're saying that, like, people in our age group we're blowing out the numbers. Yeah, it's not fucking surprising because we wanted the vaccine from the jump.
Yeah,
I would have fought. If it was like there was one vaccine, throw it in the center. I would have fought the fuck out of anybody to get that vaccine. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
not at
that's
all.
what I mean.
If it meant that you were able to go out and be able to live your life,
Go
hell
ahead.
fucking yeah,
hey,
I'm doing that.
All the way right now, even if you do get vaccinated
getting
right
in
now,
those clubs, DJing,
right.
getting that
I'm just saying.
Getting that paper, running through it. You know what I mean?
Just saying.
You would be fighting.
I'm just saying.
Niggas go crazy. He'd be jumping off the top.
Sweet shit music. People's elbow.
Like, this nigga would be right there. Don't let him front on you. This nigga,
don't let him cap.
Right there.
Let me tell you right now.
Dylan's not just laughing, but Dylan knows.
Bro, if this nigga got told tomorrow, yo, I want you to in Vegas to perform at Drea's, this nigga would be right there.
Your week's full. You got hourly pay. You're at your peak right now. Hourly pay. Every day you got a show. DJing.
Who's talking to me? Right? Someone talking to me.
This nigga would be right there.
Right there.
Front
and center.
All you got to do is get your first dose.
That's it. All you need is your first.
Sounded like the devil to me. Bro. Get the fuck away from me for that shit. You throw one vaccine in the middle of this room with 5 niggas in here. Malcolm, you got it. It's your
I'm not
vaccine.
fighting against you.
I will tell you right now, I'm not a fan of the vaccine. Not because of any.
What?
I just don't want to get pricked with the needle. I just don't want to get pricked with a needle.
This man, as you're saying this man SP opens up and enlarges.
He's getting
Los
ready.
Angeles area man
goddess,
disguises himself as white guy to commit over 30 home burn.
I'm just saying, bro. As of right now, if you even, there's still nothing to do. So like,
what do you mean?
Chilling.
I'm saying that was you can do whatever you want after you get it.
If they made it like that, then
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go live in the underground. I'm gonna live with the other ones.
That's cap.
We gonna live in the other. I'm gonna live with the other ones.
He's capping.
I'm not. You guys are so fucking. You guys are left out of your mind if you actually think I am lying. I know you know.
I don't know. SB's like, I don't know. That's the I don't know, Dylan. That's not a
outside influence.
That's not a yes.
If Dylan and me were sitting right here talking, we would tell each other one thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
fuck
dude,
that
thank
shit.
you from the face value. But now he's starting to be like, all right, maybe.
When you hold on, when you hear all the shit that you can do,
think about it. The way Jalen wants that bread. The way Jalen hustles for that bread.
The way this man wants to perform for people.
Let's be real.
He would take that pill.
Thank you. Thank you.
I take the pill. There you go. The pill. I ain't taking no vaccine. That's not the vaccine, It ain't a pill. Put it in pill.
All right, when Pfizer comes out with their pill later this summer, you're taking it.
They're not coming out with their pill later this summer.
They are. Go look it up, Dylan. They said that they've already been in the works of creating a pill that to stop it and make you immune from COVID. So you taking the pill?
No.
Bro, what do you mean?
I ain't taking shit, bro.
You just cap.
I'm taking cap.
You see that, Dylan?
I'm calling that cap.
You seeing that, Dylan?
I'm calling that cap.
I'm going to live with the
underworlders.
underworlders. I'm going to live with the underworlders.
Saying that.
Will be available soon.
That's test.
When you read the whole thing?
That's another test subject. You guys are subjecting yourselves.
Let's just say they've been testing this for a few years. You're okay.
No.
You're getting it.
He's getting it.
I feel like this is cap, bro.
He's getting it.
It's okay. It's okay, bro. It's okay.
We ain't gonna fight you on it, but we know you're gonna get it.
I feel like that's cap. I feel like the way you want the bread so bad, I feel like it's cap.
I feel like I could get it another way. I feel like there'd be another society.
How you gonna get them Doge
I
cap?
feel like
those Dogecoins.
Yes.
How you gonna get that, bro?
I buy them, bro. Same way. I don't gotta be in person to buy Dogecoins. The same way that there has an underbelly to the law and an opposite to the law, there will be a different society of us living underground You know what I'm saying? Us
Now you capping it way too much. Now
We're gonna have.
This nigga go find the underground staircase to take him to the new society.
We're gonna have. We're gonna have.
Heaven, bro.
Let me fucking talk. We're gonna have the goddamn parties from the Matrix where everybody's in the caves and shit, going crazy, sex parties and shit. Niggas going wild.
Yeah, but you gotta get the first dose.
No, we don't. We living in the motherfucking boonies, bro. Me and the Goonies. You guys are a bunch of hey you guys right now. You're gonna be a bunch of hey you guys, bro.
Yeah, hilarious, bro.
y'all about to be a bunch of hey you guys, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. The last second dose kicks in, bro.
You jokes. You got jokes. I'll let you know.
We'll see.
What do you?
We'll see.
All right, Dylan's gonna have to take it too because he's got a job. You know what I'm saying?
I already got mine booked, so.
Niggas got his booked. When are you booked? When you going in?
June 1st.
June
I already got mine. You already know.
June 1st.
I've been strapped up.
Yeah, I seen you moving a little funky. Moving a little robotic.
Funny note. Actually, no. I'm gonna save it for off cam. I'm gonna save it off cam. How does he feel? Yeah, that nigga's gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gonna get it.
Okay.
You talking? That's how he feels.
So you talking for niggas now?
Yeah,
you just like you talking for me.
He gonna get it.
Alright.
It was, I don't know, bro. You just wasn't saying it.
Seb's thing was, I honestly, I think Seb's point or Seb's perspective on it is literally just waiting to see more of his niggas get it, and if they're okay, then he'll get it. It's one of those, which is a lot of people.
That's what it sounds like for you too.
That's what
really,
it sounds. See, you don't
really
even everybody.
My family, people in my family have it, bro. They have the vaccine, bro.
Like,
they good, bro.
subjects,
I know. Y'all
bro.
test subjects, bro. That's
He's
cool.
waiting 5 years from now.
I'll get vaxxed, bro. I'll get vaxxed, bro, if I need to get vaxxed. I'm not saying that, like, it's not going to happen. I'm just saying when you look me in my eye and say, sir, you are not allowed in this building unless you're vaccinated. Then I'll say, all right, cool. Put it in my arm, bro. Put it right in my... Inject me with your serum. Okay? No homo.
Okay, there you go.
All right, okay, there you go.
See? There we go. The truth came out. He said it.
You gonna get it.
But, as of now, y'all a bunch of hey you guys right now.
But yeah, Dylan, what you got for us? We need you got to play the news. Oh, yeah,
No, we're not doing
No, we're not playing the
We don't do that. We don't do any of that anymore.
That is the launch. This one right here
Don't
is
press
the
it.
one you cannot press.
Just we're already over our time. So go ahead.
We're under our time. Actually, we lost half an hour.
We're over anyway.
Los Angeles man who did 30 burglaries in
To
a
sum
white
it up,
man mask.
I would have done it.
You would have done?
I would have done.
I would have done the same
What was
thing.
he? Is he black?
Motherfucking done.
He is a black man.
Done the
Who they
insane
found him
motherfucking thing.
because he had stolen plates on his car. So
And
they
it took
pulled
him-
over his car
Yeah.
and they found a mask.
Call me
inside,
Ishmael.
And they put.
I put on the white face and say call me Ishmael.
Call me Curtis Forte.
That's
I
the
am
man.
the guy.
And it took him 30 burglaries to find him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Bro.
this is just right here.
This proves a lot of shit. This puts a stamp of
Done.
approval on a lot of
You
shit.
should have stopped at 29.
We should have been doing this from the start.
You feel me? My dude,
We
you're
should-
telling me
That's
30? It took him
much you pay for
30.
I don't know.
And you know he ain't doing these in no cheap neighborhoods. Took him 30 to
he
really
was
go and find
stealing
him.
Flat screen TV.
All right, these
That's
niggas
what I'm saying.
these niggas
It
go
took
make
him
it all
30,
political
bro.
and about race. I'm just gonna ask this nigga how much he paid to get that mask done and how well was that mask looking. They got a picture
Look
of
up
him.
to it.
No. They got a picture of him with the mask on.
That's
No.
a $5 mask.
That's not a $5 mask.
That's a
That looks like
$15
prosthetic.
mask.
That looks like prosthetic.
And they said from like security footage from the house, they noticed that the mouth was always open.
Okay.
So they put it together that it was a mask.
Never mind.
After 30,
Bro.
30 burglaries later.
30 later.
Oh shit, baby, this nigga ain't white.
Never mind.
Bro,
He's just
listen,
a
I'm
mouth
telling you
breather.
right now, if that was a black dude, like if he just went as
He
himself.
was a black
No,
dude,
I'm saying
man.
if he went as himself, no mask, and did three burglaries, my G, they would have been on his
The reason they
ass.
couldn't find him is because they couldn't. That looks like every white guy I ever seen.
You got the hair and everything.
You got the hair and everything. That's why they couldn't pinpoint him down.
I think that's a wig. I feel like it's a wig.
That's a wig.
Yeah.
That's all. That's a whole mask. That's not a person, guys. I know that looks like a white guy. I know. You're proving my point. Yeah. I know that is
Well,
not.
first off,
I
like,
know
ain't
that
even
looks
cap,
like
bro.
a real.
You can't
human.
even look at that and no, bro.
I know that.
You can't even look at that and tell me that. Looks
I
like
know
a
that
real
looks
person.
like a regular white man, but
No, bro.
I know that is
You
not.
can tell
I
that
must
shit's
tell you that is
masked.
not.
That's the worst part. You could tell it. Like, if you put that shit on, there's no way in hell. Unless this nigga has like
security
those
camera.
actor type shits where it's like tight.
That's what he had. That's
Think
what
of
it
a
is.
security camera footage, though.
That part right there goes
They don't see
around
his hands?
neck and his collarbone. That's collarbone.
Yeah, that goes way down.
That goes
over
down
his
around his
shoulders.
body.
I don't know if it probably goes down to his, like,
Yes, it goes down to here.
Yeah.
You can see it clearly. The
Yeah.
mouth part is not. But this part, he wears
They
a zip-up
couldn't. They
fucking
couldn't
jacket.
tell.
The nigga
They
wears
couldn't tell his
12
lips.
jacket,
Scroll down again. Let me
wears
see the
one
picture of him.
goddamn hood.
You telling me they couldn't see those lips? Ain't no white person got those
Because
lips.
the fucking lips is up
He's probably
there,
wearing
nigga.
gloves. No, he's probably wearing. No, but
puts his head in. The
no,
chin is all
but
the
they
way down there, bro.
Dylan. No, but Dylan just said that they said that his mouth was always open, and that's how they put two and two.
The mask.
The
Oh.
mask
The
mouth,
mask.
nigga.
So that's how they knew it was a mask.
Because the mask is always gonna have the mouth open like this unless it's animatronic. Like the goddamn remember that one?
You
Yeah,
should
but
have
you're
had,
saying that's
you should have
like
had the COVID
prosthetics.
mask over
It is pretty much.
Nah, prosthetics is like when you like it sound like you. It's not like they did his face every time. It's not like
Well,
makeup.
I'm asking
No.
if he did.
It's a rubberized
Oh,
mask.
no,
that he
I'm
put
saying
on.
how much he paid.
I don't know. Absolutely. I was like, I saw that
$40.
photo and I was like, man,
Huh?
these motherfuckers.
$40.
$40.
That looks like one of those masks that you get for Halloween. That's $40.
That's like
That's
a.
what I
is that
said.
a? Is that a?
I said
Is that Halloween?
$15.
Is that a?
That's
is
what
that
Michael
a?
Myers.
Is that a tan?
That's the
dyed?
same mask Dylan had on Halloween. Same count. How much did you pay for that mask?
Dylan-
$20.
Dylan paid a lot of money for that mask.
It was like
All right, so we'll say 80 then. $80
That is like a Michael Myers mask tan,
plus
like
the wig.
bleached
plus the
Plus the
wig.
wig.
and then made tan.
Nah,
Nah.
they didn't bleach that shit. They just
He
Nah,
paid
he
off.
he opened a bag at a Halloween store because it was on sale. It was on
he
sale.
paid
It's not
off that
Halloween.
mask from the first burglary.
That's what it said in the report.
What if you robbed?
No,
what
that's
if you
what I'm
robbed?
saying.
You robbed the mask store to get that, and then after every burglary after that count.
Facts. I can see it.
But I'm just saying, like,
We should do that.
no, I'm saying like,
No. No. I am not. No. No.
Nigga,
was a
you
good
was just
idea,
saying
though.
we should have been doing it. What you mean?
Yeah, well, that's why I said we
let's
should have
get
been
it done
doing that
properly though. He fucked it up. You got to get the makeup person to do your shit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
walk
makeup
in
person doing
with
it
the
and
mouth moving.
But
Blah 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 blah.
you gotta cut that
It's like
makeup person in a little.
what's that?
something.
What's that? Uncle Drew, bro.
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, niggas don't know you.
Niggas ain't even
know
know.
you.
Niggas ain't even know.
No.
Yeah, man.
But how they? Oh, because of the license. Okay, yeah. No, I just clued
Stolen
in on how they.
license plate.
Yeah.
Well, they
Shit.
didn't even pull him over for that. Just when searching his car, they found the mask. They're like, wait a second. And then
How did they
what?
connect all this together? I'm a black man.
What is this?
Why would I be robbing this? It was Halloween. I left it in my trunk.
It
Nigga.
could have been 5 other niggas. How you know it's me?
My brother
They
has
searched
this
his
same
house
mask.
and they found all the TVs.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a
He
tell.
was caught red at.
That's where he
That's a
fucked
tell.
up. You gotta have a
Don't
stash
leave
house.
it at your house.
Yeah, you gotta have a
leave it
stash
at-
house.
Gotta have like a
Or
warehouse.
you gotta have a cellar.
Baby mama's house.
Baby mama's house. 100%. If you're really black.
He's really a nigga. You dropped that baby mama's house. Hold this.
Hold this.
Don't ask questions. I'll be back
I'll
on
be
the
back.
15th. I'll be back on the 15th.
Drop it at your cousin's place. Y'all, I'm back for this.
Don't break it. Don't break it, nigga.
Don't
You can
touch
use
it.
it. You can use it. Just don't break it.
Don't let your kids play with it.
That's some true shit.
It's hilarious.
Fuck, there was something else I was gonna mention. Nah, I can't remember what the fuck it was, man. That shit's over, bro. That shit done went off. What the fuck was it? I don't know, man. Just that this is Self-Care Sunday.
Let's wrap this up now.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, what the fuck?
One quick more one.
What you got?
This nigga always got one quick more one, bro.
This
every time.
relates to a story from way back.
That looks like the guy with the fucking face, bro. Same shit.
Way back. One of our earlier episodes.
What are we, weekly weird news now? We're going to call
I
back?
guess so. The Tuatara.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. It wrecked.
It hit a top speed record back in the day.
Yeah, it was fake.
Over 300. Then it was claimed that it was fake.
Fake news.
And so,
That was
They
our first, that was
went
like our second episode.
yeah. They went back. They had to redo it. But they didn't hit 300 miles per hour. They hit like 282.
Weak.
Week, right? So they're still trying to get that claimed 300 that they're proven that they didn't do.
She's talking to the camera.
Get that 300 that they didn't do. And so now they were heading to do the new record.
Dramatic this nigga is, bro.
Going to the NASA Space Shuttle runway.
Whoa!
Sheesh.
And it's wrecked.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
But
Of course.
guess how this fastest production car in the world was wrecked?
Fell off the truck.
Hit a rock.
The wind gusts in Utah were so strong, it tipped the carrier over.
That's crazy.
I didn't even read this, bro. No.
And fucked up the car.
That car is
crazy.
stupid. That car is also cursed.
It is.
Because it hit a top speed that it didn't hit. And,
that's the truck.
oh, man.
All twisted up.
Where the fuck you going, man? Don't go to Utah. Let me tell you something.
Don't go to Utah.
Utah got some wild ass winds. I've been out there, bro. That shit is not fun. Try
I've
playing
never
a
been
football
there,
game
but-
in Utah, bro. That shit is not
Oh,
fun.
you just throw the football.
Yeah, bro. When that shit's get
Gone,
like,
Try to.
bro, I've seen games get stopped for a little bit until the weather gets in check.
All right, relax.
And then
We're
they go
going
back.
to chill for a bit. We cool it.
Go back
play
to your
toss.
sideline.
Go play toss.
Go back to your sidelines.
Go
Like,
warm up.
Mini tornadoes going on.
later, bro. Shit's
Fucking
crazy.
12, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Has anybody noticed that the weather, the months are like ahead, or behind? I'm trying to figure this out.
Delayed. Yeah.
Like-
the weather
about time
is
saving?
the weather is
Daylight
late
saving?
to what the month is supposed
What's
to be.
the- what we're
Like the
used to?
beginning of last month should have been when we were getting all this
Rain?
rain,
Because
and now we're
and
getting
April showers bring
Yeah.
May flowers.
this is like, if we're gonna be honest, and it's like you said, there's less pollution right now. So like the weather that we're getting now, even think
natural.
about our winter, bro. Our winter, this is probably one of the nicest winters
Yeah.
we've had in a while. This is what we're supposed to have for winter, not that cold ass shit 24/7. Like I saw something where they were talking about the numbers from like way back,
Yeah. Global
and the
warming,
weather
man.
was like the same as now, and then like this is like natural what it's actually
Progression of
supposed to
Earth's
be,
climate.
rather than that like fucked up shit. Even like remember COVID, like they were saying in the States, like they saw like the pollution
wildlife
skies
coming
and
back.
stuff like that. Wildlife were coming back. Things that were extinct were all of a sudden popping up again.
Yeah,
like
100%.
shit was coming back to being natural.
That just goes to show. That just goes to show.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
humans is goddamn
I saw a
trash,
tweet that
bro.
said, "I'm gonna keep wearing my." Somebody in the States was like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. I haven't had a flu in 24 months. I'm gonna keep wearing my
hell
mask
yeah,
like
I'm
them
wearing my
Asian
mask.
dudes,
Bro,
And
yeah,
I'm doing
fuck
it
y'all
too."
motherfuckers. I'm telling you that for sure, bro. I'm
Yo,
wearing
y'all
my
see
mask.
Japan? You ever seen a video of Japan? They all got masks, bro. I'm on that
I'm
tip.
wearing my mask, and it's gonna be my motherfucking cat, cause I got a mask like this right here. It's gonna be saying "fuck you, niggas" all day long, y'all motherfuckers.
They also dropping nuclear waste into the ocean, so we going.
Yeah. Also, don't eat fish. Seaspiracy. Watch that. This episode.
All right.
Can't do shit. Can't open right. Can't close right. Can't do shit over here.
Out, bro.
This has been Self-Care Sunday, episode 30. Episode 30. We missed 30 minutes of fucking footage. But you
Yep.
know what? It's
We be
okay.
good for it.
Y'all got an hour episode now. That's less editing for me. Peace. This guy gotta piss his pants.
Deuces.
Peace out.
When do you not have to piss? And every episode end is you racing out of the fucking room.
To go piss.
About to piss, dribbling piss up the fucking stairs. The fucking bladder. No
Yeah.
bladder had to dig it.
But yeah, no.